All right, so here's a little extension of the framing and all of the process of framing it and how much progress I've made in the last couple days. So the last time I left off with you guys, I ended the video and it was basically with the window and some of the framing. Well, I've gotten a little more framing done and I didn't film all of it, but I kind of want to show you how it's framed because I'm starting to jump into these videos a little bit more aggressively so that you can see the progress without watching me put 5,000 screws in. So anyway, this is what we got so far. So the nose of this thing, I ran into a huge problem. This piece and this piece above me were seriously damaged. Right here where it's clear or see-through is all new fiberglass. I actually had to cut this whole section out. This is about 1/4 inch thick. All of this down here was all cracked. I refiberglassed out on both sides. And this section here, see this thick piece? These later Sunraiders had a fiberglass honeycomb in here to keep the roof from flapping. Well, somebody must have struck a tree and it compressed this and it broke the entire thing apart. So both layers were just able to do this and all the pieces were just bumbling up in there, sound like baby rattles. So I had to cut all this open and get it out and refiberglass it. And then I reinforced the whole roof, which I wasn't gonna do because I didn't want to lose that 5/8 with the quarter, about 1 inch of headroom. I'm really trying to be specific about headroom. But I had to reinforce it. And I also had to put a whole lot of self-sealing screws through the roof, which I also didn't want to do because anytime you put a hole in the roof, you put potential leaks in the roof. Now I use some really high-end roofing screws that have a rubber seal with a cap and they're like guaranteed not to leak and they pull down tight. So I don't think I'll have a problem there. Plus I'm probably gonna seal the roof anyway with an RV roof sealer just to be like super duper duper positive. But I absolutely had to do this because it was badly damaged. Actually, it was so badly damaged, if I would have found a different shell, I probably would have used it because that was an immense amount of work and an immense amount of fiberglassing, and it kind of changed the design of the interior a little bit. But it is fixed. So if you do buy one of these Sunraiders, stand right here on the roof. And if you hear crap cracking, it's because someone ran into something. I've stood on 2 of these roofs now, one no one crashed with, and it was solid as a rock. I mean, it felt like you were standing on concrete. And then this one, which felt like I was gonna go through it. So anyway, just be aware of that with these, they're tall people running into stuff. I'm gonna run into stuff, but it sucks to fix. So anyway, I reinforced it so if I do run into something, it'll take that beating. So on to the next piece, which is the ceiling. What I did with the ceiling was I used tongue and groove cedar boards. I believe they're Alpine, California cedar. And I used what's called grizzly grass, which kind of looks like TV static, to make the bends around all of this framework and come down a little and the wood goes up to it. This is gonna have like a paneling that's painted. And that really made a nice transition from the wood to the rest of the camper. And just how it is able to bend and it folds really nice. It's a little stretchy so you can like really pack it in the corners nice and get nice sharp lines. I really, really like that. It really helped me a lot. This is gonna be painted, whatever color I'm going with in here. I think it's gonna be white. So all this wiring is for the lighting. All that wiring is running down here. This is for the lights. This is what's powering the lights. This is what's powering the lights main run. See, not speaker wire. That's actually for a speaker. And then all the power is coming right here. This is gonna be my substation for the electrical EcoFlow is gonna be over here. So power from, power to is running through here, down here. And it's gonna have a fuse box from the car and a fuse box from the EcoFlow splitting out from there. The car's wiring has been rewired to find my blinkers, and really that's all I need out of the back, the blinkers and the backup camera, which goes over there and hangs out right now. But it's actually not even working, so I don't know what's even wrong with it. But this wiring sucked. Oh, it sucks so bad. Lexus put so many wires in these trucks. I cannot believe how many wires are in it. There's wires in it, under it, above it, everywhere. And I had to rope these little buggers around under. You know what? I don't want to relive it. It sucked. Just trust me. If you're going to do one of these conversions, dude, that right there, that's going to be the fun part. The rest of wiring sucks too because there's so much wires in a camper for like parts that run. I have wires here. This is for the igniter. What's that thing called? Oh, it says it. Well, we'll just look at it. 12 volt. Oh, that's for a hot tap. That's going to be running the hot tap because hot tap now has a 12 volt igniter instead of 2 double D batteries, which is less stuff to worry about. I have to run a wire here for the stove. So yeah, now I'm basically just running wires everywhere. I'm running everything a lot thicker than it needs because sometimes you want to pull off of the same line for something later in the future without running new lines. And I'm also running some double lines. This way I have extras if you need them, because every once in a while you find out you really should have did something for like an outlet over here or whatnot. And I don't want to run into that too much. So anyway, that's currently just the update of what's going on. I got the ceiling fans in. They look good. They work good. They're power vents. They're wired. So yeah, so there's the update. All right, so I'm going to end this video here. And then in the next videos upcoming, it'll probably be fitting equipment, designing the interior a little bit more. But I'm going to start jumping a little bit more forward on some of the completed work so you can see what I did that might help you with your camper. If you have any questions, just hit us up in the comments. I will try my hardest to answer it. But she's moving along, and there's some more content to come on this project because I'm still working on the inside.